Previously on Impact Wrestling.
I'm gonna go to the ring, and I'm gonna get some real answers.
I appreciate the call. I appreciate everything you've done. And, looks like, there's someplace I gotta go be.
I want to hear someone tell me Rich Swann quit.
I spoke to Rich Swann's orthopedic surgeon. His orthopedic surgeon says Rich Swann is a special kind of athlete, and he's still ahead of schedule. Rich Swann will be there, and he'll be ready.
Eric Young's got his hands on Scott D'Amore yet again. It's Rich Swann! Frustration boiled over for Rich Swann here tonight!
A false title for a false idol. You're a laughing stock.
Really gonna enjoy beating you to death.
Cross the line. I wanted so bad to have the fight of my life with this, and that's the best I got.
This is mine.
This Saturday night, live on pay-per-view, Impact Wrestling presents Bound for Glory. Welcome to Impact Week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-person match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Fort Mill, South Carolina, Heath. And we kick things off, ladies and gentlemen, with a match that has Bound for Glory implications. The 5 competitors all set to compete in our opening contest. They will be in a Call Your Shot gauntlet match this Saturday night. Last week, these 5 were a team, but this week it's a little different. They'll be competing against each other, and whoever wins will enter the Call Your Shot gauntlet at number 20. From Houston, Texas, Hernandez. However, there is also a caveat. Whoever is in or submitted will start the gauntlet, unfortunately, at number 1. From Boston, Massachusetts, Alicia. So these athletes know what's at stake for Saturday night. We invite you to join in on the conversation tonight, folks. Use the hashtag Impact on Access TV. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And finally, from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino. And this match here, as we get ready for Bound for Glory this Saturday night, is very important to this man, Rhino, because Madison Rain, as you know, Rhino has put his career in Impact on the line this Saturday. If neither he nor Heath wins the gauntlet, Heath won't get a contract, and Rhino's out of Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, Bound for Glory it's important for both of these men, but that pressure starts here tonight in positioning themselves for Bound for Glory.
These 5, as we mentioned, will be competing. Win, and you enter at number 20, which means 19 athletes will have already competed. They'll already have been in the ring. You come in fresh, and you are the odds-on favorite of winning this Saturday night. This is going to be a tough contest for Alicia Edwards here. As she, well, as we've seen from Alicia in the past, and as you know, she doesn't back down from anybody.
Oh, I like this attitude of Alicia Edwards. I think I could like her. Maybe we could get her as a co-host on Locker Room Talk.
And Hernandez sends Alicia on the top rope. And Rhino with a chop to Hernandez on the outside. The 4 male competitors have paired off as Alicia Edwards watching for the turnbuckle, not watching any longer. won the Call Your Shot Gauntlet in 2007, the Knockouts Championship was introduced in a Gauntlet for the Gold match. First BFG was October 23rd, 2005, 15 years ago, as we celebrate Impact Wrestling this Saturday night with Bound for Glory live on pay-per-view. Madison Rand, in doing my research, I also found out that you hold the record for being the runner-up the most amount of times in any Gauntlet for the Gold match.
Yeah. You know what that means?
You lost more times than you won.
No, it means that I'm the most giving participant in any of these matches.
Not so fast. And Hernandez stays alive. Rhino sends him to the floor. Rhino and Heath would love to see either one of them enter at number 20. Really, you don't want to be pinned in this match because that doesn't affect your positioning, only if you win or lose.
Yep, because if you get pinned or submit, Glory. What is happening here?
Alicia Edwards with a dive to the outside. She took out Rhino, Heath, and Cousin Jake, and I think Hernandez is approving of what he's seeing here from the Boston native, Alicia Edwards, here this evening. Tensions at an all-time high as we get ready for Bound for Glory Saturday night. This is Impact Week on Access TV. Immediately following us here tonight, it's Talkin' Shop Full Keg, hosted by the Good Brothers. And Cousin Jake, I don't think he's... Well, he looked a little concerned with what he did to Alicia Edwards there on the outside, but look, Alicia knew what she was getting into in this match.
No, that's the second time that Cousin Jake has put his hands on Alicia Edwards in this match. He's not the gentleman that you come out here every week and say he is. He's just a big, dumb dude.
That's nice. Rhino has Hernandez in the corner. And Cousin Jake, Hernandez, and Rhino. That's a lot of man inside the ring right now. A lot of poundage. Look at these three guys. Rhino in the corner. Hernandez and Cousin Jake working together. And this is a bit of what you'll see Saturday night. You'll see guys pair off, team up, work together. Rhino and Heath have to work together this Saturday night if they want their careers to continue here in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, but the best part, Josh, is after you see them work together, after you think that they have aligned themselves with one another, everything breaks down, the wheels fall off, and everyone stabs everyone else in the back. It's the best.
And now you've got Rhino and Heath inside the ring, and you have to wonder if either Heath or Rhino win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet this Saturday night at Bound for Glory, if they'll use that opportunity to cash in for the Impact Wrestling Tag Team titles, because you win that match, you get to call your shot against any champion in Impact. Check out Hernandez. He's looking to fly. And Alicia Edwards. That's like getting on the runway in front of a 777. And look at Hernandez. He's got her up, and there's Cousin Jake. You say he's not a gentleman.
Oh, look, I'll put my hands on her, and then I'll save the day.
And Cousin Jake pulled to the outside, courtesy of Heath. We keep our attention inside the ring, and oh, what a slap by Edwards. Rhino looked at the gore and he sawed Alicia in half. Rhino was not aiming for Alicia Edwards.
Alicia Edwards is not making it to Bound for Glory after that.
Hernandez with a schoolboy. Hernandez enters at 20. Wow, so much to unpack here, ladies and gentlemen. Rhino inadvertently spears and takes out Alicia Edwards. As Rhino and Heath are staring at what Rhino did, Hernandez takes advantage of the schoolboy. Hernandez goes to Bound for Glory this Saturday night at number 20. Rhino's number 1, and Madison Rand, as you so eloquently put it, Rhino's screwed this Saturday.
Yep, these are going to be a few sleepless nights upcoming for Rhino, headed into Bound for Glory at number 1.
What's going to happen Saturday night? Is Rhino's career coming to a conclusion? Is Rhino's career coming to an end? We need to get some help out here for Alicia Edwards. Hello everyone, officially Josh Matthews alongside Madison Rain, and it's this Saturday night, the biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory. I've got so much to do. Tanning, I gotta get my nails done, maybe I'll get a new suit, I gotta get a haircut.
Maybe I'll get a new broadcast partner.
Bound for Glory this Saturday night, live on pay-per-view. And if Bound for Glory was anything like Slammiversary, this is going to be the biggest show of the year. And as we just saw in that match, Hernandez will enter the Call Your Shot Gauntlet number 20. What a huge advantage for Hernandez.
Right, but that match also told us that Rhino enters at number 1.
Yeah, huge disadvantage for Rhino in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. And to make matters worse, Rhino or Heath need to win this match, because if they do, then Heath will get a contract with Impact Wrestling, but if they don't win, they're both gone. It's going to be a very emotional night this Saturday night, Bound for Glory, live on pay-per-view. In addition to the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, we'll see Eddie Edwards versus Ken Shamrock, and of course Sami Callihan will be with Ken Shamrock. Later tonight, Eddie Edwards goes one-on-one with Sami Callihan.
We'll see an X Division title six-way scramble, including current champion Rohit Raju, Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, Willie Mack, TJP, and Jordan Grace. Tonight, Rohit Raju, Chris Bay, and Jordan Grace will take on TJP, Willie Mack, and Trey Miguel.
The Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles are on the line at Bound for Glory, as it's the North versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton versus the Good Brothers versus the Motor City Machine Guns. And in our main event tonight, the North will take on the Good Brothers, so those four will get a chance to feel each other out before Bound for Glory this Saturday night.
Bound for Glory has always been an important night for the Knockouts, and this year is no different. The Knockouts title is on the line when Deonna Purrazzo defends against Kylie Ray.
The Impact Wrestling World Championship hangs in the balance as Rich Swann challenge Eric Young, and Bound for Glory will be the first time Rich Swann has been in a ring since Slammiversary. He will have had one match in Out of Control Maniac. Later tonight, Gia Miller will sit down with the Impact Wrestling World Champion Eric Young.
Also, we know Moose versus EC3 will take place in an undisclosed location. Tonight, though, Jimmy Jacobs will speak to Moose.
Folks, that's Bound for Glory, and it's going to be epic. Let's take a look at the rivalry between Moose and EC3.
From Moose Nation, he is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Impact Wrestling, Moose!
It doesn't matter how I got this championship. The truth of the matter is, I stand here, your TNA Heavyweight Champion. That means I'm the World Champion. That also means I'm the real World Champion.
Moose! When I told you I was going to destroy this, I was telling you the truth. This represents my internal conflict. This represents what I thought was everything to you. But you're not here. Moose, the longer you wait, the closer I am to going full tilt John Doe Psycho Boy on this title. Moose, I know what it feels like to be helpless.
Stop. He has pictures of me in the gym. He has pictures
I don't have
of me
time for this,
checking to my home.
Moose. Do you really think that my priority right now is your stolen prop?
He is playing with me. He's like everywhere I go with me. You have to do something about it.
Time is running out. Moose, valiant effort, noble try, but it just wasn't good enough. I'm going to destroy this. Give this the death it truly, epically deserves. In death, we pay homage to nostalgia, and we burn it down.
What the hell is this?
Nothing lives forever. Moose, look at you! You're pathetic! But when you are fully committed, fully prepared, you will make the journey. You will cross the bridge. Is this what you seek? A false title for a false idol?
Go to hell, you stupid son of a bitch!
Classic banter, Moose! Real witty. Quick the joke. Light up your smoke.
You don't know nothing about me. I am a damn wrestling god.
You're a fraud. You are pathetic. You cross the line. Fight me.
Bring up this breath. You son of a... Son of a bitch.
undisclosed location this Saturday night. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the self-proclaimed TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Moose, sits down with our own Jimmy Jacobs.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. I am joined right now by the man who in 4 days at Bound for Glory will go to an undisclosed location and face EC3. Moose. Moose, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, for weeks you've been on this all-consuming wild goose chase, this game of cat and mouse centered around the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And last week you finally got your belt back. You gotta be happy.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, no, you don't seem fine.
Who the hell are you? You're my therapist? This is an interview and an appointment. Are you happy? Is this cameraman happy? Is anybody in this world happy? Do you watch the news? When you're on social media? Is anybody happy? You know who's not happy? EC3 is not gonna be happy after Bound for Glory.
Moose, I don't want to be yelled at anymore, but we have a few more minutes, you know. Come on, guys, get off! Oh, hey, guys, get off! Get off! The hell is this? Get off me! Ah! All right. Come on. All right. We don't even have a proper altar for this wedding rehearsal?
I got you your water.
This is on you, Steve. You were supposed to get the hall.
Oh, stizzif.
I'm gonna sit down now.
Yeah, maybe you should. We are 1 week away from this wedding, and you idiots have completely dropped in the ball.
Earmuffs, little buddy. Earmuffs, okay? I don't want you to have to go through this. Man, what a dink. I want to kill that guy. Just like his father, Dino, eh?
What about you, cousin Jake? Did you finally get the photographer I asked you to get?
Yeah, man. I got him. It's good.
Well, what's his name?
I don't know. It's just a guy. Kyle? No. Caleb? With a K?
I'm getting paid for this, right?
Yeah, check your PayPal.
Oh, okay.
Yes, of course. I would never do that to you. Oh, you look... Oh, I love that angle.
Oh, get me like...
Shoulder... Back.
My hair.
There we go.
Sit down! I swear to God, if this wedding turns out just as bad as this rehearsal, I'm gonna have all of your heads. As God is my witness, is my name, is it John, capital letter E, period?
Hey, bravo! Hi. Okay, this isn't the wedding venue, is it?
No. I rented a 17th century Gothic castle, but this idiot didn't rent it in time for the rehearsal.
Okay, whoa. I don't know why you're acting like that and acting out. I mean, where did you pick up this rude behavior from? Like, I never treated you like that.
I've just been really stressed. This wedding's going to hell in a handbasket. I don't know what I'm going to do with these people. They're all crazy. They're nincompoops. I give up. I might not even know if this is going to happen.
Bound for Glory is Impact Wrestling's biggest event of the year. And the Knockouts Championship is the most prestigious title in Impact Wrestling. For almost 20 years now, if you wanted to be taken seriously as a professional wrestler and a woman athlete, Impact Wrestling was and is the place to be. So I know when I walk to that ring at Bound for Glory, the weight of that legacy and all of those expectations that come with being the greatest Knockouts champion ever are going to hit me. You either crumble under that pressure or you rise above it to distinguish yourself as one of the greatest of all time. You look at someone like Deonna Purrazzo. She has class, she's sophisticated, she has elegance, and you ask yourself, can she rise to that pressure? I mean, I think the answer is obvious, isn't it? High pressure is where the virtuosa thrives. Can the same be said for Kylie Ray? Being smiley and happy isn't a faith and hope plays strictly on your emotions. And when you're emotional, you make rash decisions. You make mistakes. Just look what happened to Kylie Ray when I broke Susie's arm. How long did it take her to abandon everything she says she stands for? She viciously attacked Kimberly. She's become unhinged. And at Bound for Glory, when I raise this championship above my head, and Kylie Ray is laying on the ground, withering in pain with a broken arm, I won't just be celebrating my victory. I'll be delighted in the fact that Kylie Ray lost. She can't win, and she knows it.
So we cut tonight in Impact Wrestling. Sammy Callahan with Ken Shamrock goes one-on-one with Eddie Edwards as their rivalry is renewed. Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, and Jordan Grace team up to take on TJP, Trey Miguel, and Willie Mack in a match with Bound for Glory implications. The North battle the Good Brothers in our main event. But coming up next, it's Knockouts action. Havoc versus Rosemary. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This special stipulation match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Valley of the Shadows, Rosemary. And the special stipulation in this match is very unique. We'll dive into it as this match gets started as we sit. Ready for Bound for Glory this Saturday night. It is Impact Week right here on Access TV. Talking Shop, full tag immediately following us here tonight, Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. This is Bound for Glory, and then Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Countdown to Glory, live right here on Access TV. Rosemary, former Knockouts champion, all set for action here tonight. Her opponent from Defiance, Havoc, also a former Knockouts champion in her own right, and while Madison, a championship isn't on the line here tonight, so much more is. Rosemary's convinced Havoc that Father James Mitchell needs to come back. After everything Havoc did to rid the world of Father James Mitchell, Rosemary needs him back. She needs him for the wedding. She needs him here if Rosemary can defeat her here tonight. But if Havoc's victorious, then Rosemary's got to leave her alone.
All I know and all I will say is that I don't blame Havoc for not wanting to go anywhere near the Undead Realm.
Never before, I think, has a stipulation like this quite been on the line, but quite frankly, never before have we seen knockouts like Rosemary and Havoc. Havoc has a tight grip on the hand of Rosemary here to get things started. And Madison Rain, as we get all set for Impact Week here on Access TV, I can't wait for Saturday night, cannot wait for Bound for Glory. Knockouts championship on the line. Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Ray. We've been seeing a different side of Kylie Ray as of late. She's more intense than ever. Do you think she can leave with a Knockouts championship this Saturday night?
Well, it's great that...
Wait, oh, sorry, hold that thought. Rosemary with a cover and a kick out by Havoc.
That we're seeing this more aggressive side of Kylie Ray, but now it's whether or not she can harness that aggression in a productive way.
There's a cover by Havoc, and Rosemary powers out at 2. We'll find out what goes down live this Saturday night. Don't forget, folks, you can still be a part of Bound for Glory. Join us exclusively on pay-per-view and, of course, streaming on Fight TV as Havoc. Look at the intensity in the eyes. She does not want Father James Mitchell back from the Undead Realm, and what a back elbow there by the former Knockouts champion. Havoc catches Rosemary again. These two have such a storied and colorful past. As Rosemary, again, there's a reverse DDT on Havoc. Cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out. Madison Rain, speaking of storied pasts, Coming up here tonight, Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards, they go one-on-one. Their rivalry was so intense for so long. Cannot wait to see those two go one-on-one tonight as Havoc overpowering Rosemary, trying to at least, but Rosemary's got a tight grip around the throat of Havoc.
Rosemary's gonna do anything and everything that she possibly can to win this match. But you know what? If she doesn't win and
Back suplex.
Father James doesn't make it back from wherever he is, it might be the best thing for Rosemary because Bravo's turned into quite a Groomzilla.
Well, the wedding is taking place next week in Bravo. As you saw at the rehearsal, he's quite nervous. He's quite on edge. He's ready for the wedding to take place. He wants to marry his blushing bride, Rosemary. Then it goes down next week on Impact as Havoc misses in the corner. Can Rosemary take advantage? The Demon Assassin looking to go up top here. Rosemary has her sights set on Havoc. Bounced off the canvas and a kick out at 2. What's that like, that repercussion when your head hits and then bam, right off the canvas?
It's nearly impossible to remember where you are. You've got to check and make sure you can feel all of your limbs. Havoc's in a bad way right now.
Can Havoc regroup and get back in this one? As she connects with a couple of forearms. There's a third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. Havoc is all fired up here off the ropes. Rosemary follows her in. And Rosemary with a spear. One of the signature moves we've seen in Rosemary's past. The spear. There's another one. And has she done enough to get Father James Mitchell back in time for the wedding? Yes, she has.
Here is your winner, Rosemary.
Rosemary wins. Havoc's got to help with Father James Mitchell back. It sends chills down your spine. Madison Rain, are you ready for Father James Mitchell to be back in our world?
Nope, I replied, no, I will not be attending the wedding, and this just solidifies that I made the right choice.
So the Demon Assassin picks up the win, and Havoc is now realizing what she must do. This is not what Havoc wanted. She wanted Rosemary to leave her alone for good. She knew she had to go to battle with Rosemary, and if she could have beaten her here tonight, Father James Mitchell would stay put away.
Look at the look of terror on Havoc's face. It's not something you see often out of Havoc.
What's going to happen when Father James Mitchell returns? What's going to happen at the wedding next week between Johnny Bravo and Rosemary? So Havoc has to go with Rosemary now. She's going to lead her back. Havoc is going to have to help Rosemary in her quest to get Father James Mitchell back.
Hey guys. Yeah, you guys got an issue tonight. 2 on 4. I know you can take it, but look, these are machine guns. You're a machine gun. Yes. You need help. We ain't busy.
Tonight, the North and Fulton and Ace Austin will battle on the same side against the Motor City Machine Guns and the Good Brothers. Here comes Ace Austin. There's the cover. Hooks both legs. Shelley trying to break up. He got him. He got him. It's over.
1, 2, 3. Pin Chris Sabin, 1/2 of the World Tag Team Champion.
You're our first target. Nothing bad can happen. Consider us guardian angels. We want you boys safe and sound.
Ace Austin and Madman Fulton against the World Tag Team Champions. And there's Shelley with a punt. Oh, Snake Eyes in the knee. Suplex there to the Motor City Machine Gun. There's the North. Ethan Page with an equalizer in his hand. There's the Good Brothers. Pinpointed, drops the crossbody, shoulders down, and the Motor City Machine Guns have pinned Fulton.
I don't think so. How soon you guys forget? We run this tag division.
Fulton is fighting off both members of the North. Look at this man. And there, big time move, combination. Ace goes into Fulton. Page sends Alexander in the legs of Fulton in the center of the ring. check. And West Bolton. And Ace Austin from behind. There's the Motor City Machine Guns. And all 8 of these men that we've been talking about. All 8 of these men that want the tag team titles are ripping each other apart. And tonight we get a preview of what's to come at Bound for Glory in our main event, when the North take on the Good Brothers tonight.
Experience Impact Wrestling like never before with instant access to all your favorite episodes of Impact, Explosion, Greatest Matches, Legends, content from promotions around the world, plus live monthly exclusive premium specials and so much more.
This is spectacular! What a match!
Impact Plus has you covered with thousands of hours of on-demand action.
This has escalated quickly! He wants a world title shot!
Stream groundbreaking originals.
We are all artists.
Get more exclusive content. And experience a new and improved accessibility, control, and freedom like never before.
They are fired up here!
Start your free 30-day trial now and stream Impact Plus anytime on your favorite device.
And this crowd is electric!
Impact Plus. Experience Impact Wrestling like never before.
This night's just getting started! Don't forget, folks, immediately following Impact tonight, it's Talkin' Shop Full Keg. You're not going to want to miss this. Here's a sneak peek at what's coming up next.
So I used to get cheered. We're going to go through Super Hall in Tokyo. MSG, people cheer my name. I was recognized everywhere I go.
You left me at the airport. I know you was here. I had to Uber here. Speaking of free reveal.
Here we are.
Speaking of flops.
Put it over.
What do you got? The real gimmicks. The first ever professional wrestling adult team animated series. Fuck you all!
Explosion match. One thing that I'm not going to put up with is your stupid antics.
Sax will be riding off into the night.
Thanks, boss. Love you. Thanks for the money, man.
You are pretty drunk.
Gallows is definitely drunk.
Deanna Purrazzo, you call yourself the virtuosa. You're the self-proclaimed best technical women's wrestler in the world, and I get that. You're very good. You're very skilled, but the truth is, we won't know who the better wrestler is until we step in that ring. You're more interested in people thinking that you're a champion versus actually being a champion. I want to be a champion. When that little girl is watching Bound for Glory and she sees Kylie Ray stand tall with that Knockouts title, I want her to say that that's the night that she wanted to become a wrestler. When I saw Deanna break Sue's arms, it wasn't just the action of her breaking the arms. I don't know if you saw this, but I had to look into Deanna's eyes. The moment before she snapped Susie's arm. I think Deanna has many plans to throw me off my game. To try to throw me off my game. And she's gonna keep coming with plans. And I'm gonna keep coming with alternative routes on how to succeed. My anger does sometimes get the best of me. It does. We saw that with Kim. We even saw that with Deanna. I take full responsibility and I apologize and I'm sorry. I like to think at the end of the day, I try my hardest to just be nice and to be a good person. I would never intentionally hurt somebody. I don't think Deanna made this about the title anymore. She's got ulterior motives. She always has. Deanna always has a plan. She says it. This is not about the title. It's not just about that. Deanna made this personal when she broke Susie's arm. But my motivation is not revenge. Revenge to Deanna. But it's not.
All right.
There's nowhere to go. It's just you and me. Ask me a question.
Okay. Where are we? What is this?
We're prisoners of our own mind, Jimmy. You know that better than anyone else. We are in our story. We are in our narrative. Right now, you're in mine.
And, what's the EC3 narrative now?
The narrative is what it's always been. Control, freedom, purpose. But the narrative's changed. The narrative's changed just a bit because finally the adversary I've been waiting to fight has emerged.
The guy that, gave that black eye?
Does it make you uncomfortable? There's part of me, every part of me is wounded. My body, my soul, my mind, Jimmy. I know I've been a lot of places. You don't know where I've been! I do. And I live with that every day. One place I was that was very specific, euphoric, cathartic, was on that bridge because finally I saw the man I've been waiting to fight. I saw the Moose. Proclaims he's Mr. Impact Wrestling. That's not original. He claims he's a living legend. We know anything living dies. He claims he's a wrestling god, but he is a false idol! But he has the potential to be. I saw that potential as he punched me and kicked me and stomped me and hit me as hard as he could. I saw it in his eyes. I saw that man rising to the occasion, that man beginning to control his narrative, but it's not his narrative to control. It's mine. It's the Saturday we fight inside the narrative. Because lessons not learned in blood are lessons you will forget. Moose needs to learn who he has to become, but he also must learn at my hands. So each punch, each kick, each strike, each time he hit me as hard as he could, I'm going to return tenfold, 20-fold, 100 times. Because I fight. I fight for control, freedom, purpose, but most importantly, I fight for myself, and I have forgotten that. I forgot that long ago. I forgot that because I let my past get in my way. And that's the whole purpose of this exercise. To destroy my past. To take the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and to burn its legacy to the ground. Torch it to smithereens. Burn it to ashes. Jimmy, any victory you earn must be earned the right way. The only way I can earn that victory is by defeating Moose inside the narrative. Because then I'll know I deserved it. Then I'll know my purpose is fulfilled. Then I'll know each wound I have is worth it.
So what happens this Saturday? You beat Moose, you take the TNA title. What's it about?
I had the TNA title. I could have burned it at any given moment. But I chose to lure Moose into this narrative for the sole reason because at Bound for Glory, the only glory you will find is when I take the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and burn its legacy to dust. That is earned, that is respected. Moose, congratulations. You're becoming who you're supposed to be.
EC3 with some pernicious plans for Moose this Saturday night at Bound for Glory.
Have you ever felt like you can't fight this voice inside your head? So if you and me, throw your fist up high.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from a compound somewhere close to Anonymous, Ohio, Sammy Callahan. And speaking of having a harmful effect, Sammy Callahan, well, he had a harmful effect on the career of his opponent, but it also catapulted Eddie Edwards to heights, to levels that Eddie perhaps had no idea he had inside him. A rivalry renewed here tonight on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. His opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, Eddie Edwards. This Saturday night, Eddie Edwards has the unenviable task of going one-on-one with the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. The issue, the challenge, was actually thrown out by Sammy Callahan. He challenged Eddie on social media. Ken Shamrock agreed, Eddie agreed, Impact Management agreed. So that match goes down this Saturday night. But right now, Sammy has a chance to put a chink in the armor of Eddie Edwards before Saturday night. And also a very special night for Ken Shamrock this Saturday as he's inducted into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. Ken Shamrock takes his rightful spot in the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame Saturday night, and Madison Rand, rumor has it that there is a list of who's who, as it's going to be people talking about Ken Shamrock's career.
As they should. Ken Shamrock has done so much for professional wrestling, and I can't wait to celebrate him on Saturday.
Sammy Callahan puts on the brakes. He goes after the eyes of Eddie Edwards. That's been the story of their rivalry over the past couple of years. And how sadistic is Sammy Callahan and what he did last week? Sammy Callahan released that cell phone footage on social media of the beatdown that Ken Shamrock put on Eddie Edwards. Eddie wants revenge here tonight. He was embarrassed by these two, and Eddie Edwards is looking to take his frustrations out here tonight on Sammy Callahan. There's Eddie going after the eyes. Sammy Callahan. And for those of you unfamiliar, remember it was Sammy Callahan with a baseball bat. He swung it wildly, viciously. Was trying to end the career of Eddie Edwards, and now Callahan with a throw, Exploder style on the stage. Sammy Callahan, Madison Rayne, to put a button on it, has zero regard for the other competitors here in Impact Wrestling.
If the year 2020 embodied a human being, it would be Sammy Callahan. Just reckless and unpredictable.
And Sammy Callahan, as we take one more look here, Callahan takes down Eddie Edwards, who literally bounced off of the stage, and Callahan's back inside the ring. And this is all for Sammy Callahan. He's got mind control right now over Ken Shamrock, and he feels that he's doing Shamrock a service by making sure Eddie is not at 100% heading into Bound for Glory this Saturday night.
Well, and you know that Sammy Callahan, he knew that Eddie Edwards would accept a challenge mere nights away from Bound for Glory. We talked about it when Eddie Edwards was world champion. He fought every week. He defended his title every week. It might not be the best strategy for Eddie Edwards.
Oh, big time chop there by Eddie, and Callahan again goes after the eyes of Eddie Edwards, and Callahan takes advantage. Almost like a brain buster there on Eddie. Hooks the outside leg, shoulders down, and Eddie Edwards stays alive. So, I mean, Madison, just to think about everything you just said, Eddie knows that he's got Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. Eddie's felt the angle on Shamrock, but he's giving everything he has. Eddie Edwards knows only one way, and that's full speed ahead.
Yeah, but that full throttle mentality may not pay off in less than a week at Bound for Glory.
Chapter there by Sammy Callahan, and now he's got Eddie Edwards in a precarious situation here. And you get a good look at Sammy Callahan and just how devious, how violent of a human being he is. Callahan, of course, will be in the corner of Shamrock come Saturday night. That's got to be something that weighs heavily on Eddie Edwards' mind. Oh! Eddie firing back in the section here of Sami Callahan. Callahan staying one step ahead of Eddie Edwards. Shot in the turnbuckle, and Eddie is down yet again.
And I don't think the objective of Sami Callahan here tonight is that he needs to win this match, that he wants a victory over Eddie Edwards. He just wants to inflict enough pain to ensure Eddie doesn't walk into Bound for Glory at 100%.
Punish Eddie Edwards. And that's been Sami Callahan's mentality over the last number of months. It's been smoke and mirrors. It's showing up in different places. It's using technology. And Sami Callahan has become a master manipulator. And as we sit less than 1 week away, Bound for Glory live on pay-per-view. What a night it's going to be. Countdown to Glory gets us started early. You'll be one of the panelists. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. There will be an exclusive match right here on Access TV this Saturday night. And Callahan and Eddie Edwards, you had a feeling it may come down to a slugfest. Not a traditional catch-as-catch-can wrestling match between these two. It's never been about that. Oh! And Eddie Edwards starting to fuel here, starting to fire up. Madison Rayne, we've talked about the heart of Eddie Edwards. It's unmatched.
It's unmatched, but and this is the momentum he needs. He needs to end this match and get to Bound for Glory.
Eddie Edwards with a big-time step-up kick there in the corner. Here comes Eddie, looking to build momentum here, looking to turn this flurry into more offense. Hurricane Rana out of the corner, and Callahan's down. Perhaps Eddie Edwards is trying to send a message to Callahan. Stay away from the ring this Saturday night. Blue Thunder bomb, shoulders down, and Sami Callahan kicked out at 2. Sami Callahan stays alive, and Eddie Edwards can hardly believe it. Eddie has to be wondering, what do I do next? What do I do to put away Sami Callahan? Tiger driver, perhaps. Callahan has the knees hooked, the legs hooked of Eddie Edwards. Eddie trying to overpower Callahan here. This is a battle of wills, back and forth between these two. Eddie can't get his hands locked, and opts just to hit Callahan in the face. Callahan fires back with a boot. Eddie comes firing right back with an elbow. Strong style between these two. Clothesline by Callahan. Looking for a pile driver. No, a powerbomb. Sits out, shoulders down. Eddie Edwards kicks out at 2. Wow, what a back and forth between these two.
You have to wonder if Eddie Edwards is regretting his decision to step into the ring here tonight with Sami Callahan.
We talked about Eddie Edwards. He knows only one way, full throttle. He wants to compete every single night of the week. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie would like to take another match before Saturday night. That's just the kind of man that Eddie Edwards is. Trading headbutts now. Nothing scientific about this. Eddie Edwards from Boston, Massachusetts. Sami Callahan from Dayton, Ohio. These two have never liked each other. Big time chop there by Eddie. You think they respect each other? You think Eddie has any respect for Callahan?
No emotion they feel.
Chop there by the former world champion Eddie Edwards. Callahan also a former world champion. Back and forth, and now Eddie's starting to get the better of this. Here comes Eddie Edwards, and Callahan goes after the eyes. Sami Callahan goes after the eyes, and Callahan off the ropes. Eddie catches him with the boot. Both of these men at one point in their careers, the face of the franchise. They'd love to be back at that spot again. Eddie catches the boot. There's a forearm in the face. Eddie off the ropes. Callahan still on his feet. He crumbles. Eddie Edwards looking to put this match away. Hands are locked this time. Tiger driver, center of the ring. Shoulders down, and he got him. No, did he hit him? Callahan kicked out. You've got to be kidding me.
I think we're as shocked as Eddie Edwards is right now that this match continues.
How on earth did Sami Callahan kick out, and Eddie Edwards is looking to have a party? A Boston knee party to put away Sami Callahan here tonight. Callahan's got his phone. Sammy Callahan has his phone. He'll glitch out this whole show.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, Sammy? What the hell?
What the world?
Sammy, what the...
It's pitch black. There's Ken Shamrock. It's the world's most dangerous man, providing the distraction. And Callahan defeats Eddie Edwards. And Eddie doesn't care. Eddie's going after Sammy. Here comes Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock with a belly-to-belly suplex from the future Hall of Famer.
Eddie Edwards better get out of that ring if he wants to make it to Saturday night.
Sammy Callahan controlling Ken Shamrock. There's an ankle lock. Snap. Pop. Eddie Edwards may feel this until Saturday night and beyond. Shamrock's not letting go. Look at the ankle of Eddie Edwards. Callahan laughing hysterically. And if that happens Saturday, Ken Shamrock will defeat Eddie Edwards on the biggest night of the year. Callahan says thumbs up, thumbs down to Eddie Edwards. Madison Rain, we beg the question, what state is Eddie going to be at this Saturday night?
One thing is for sure, he's stepping into the ring with a monster. Look at the face of Ken Shamrock.
It all goes down Saturday night at Bound for Glory. Is this the scene we'll see come Saturday night? Will immediately face the X Division champion, Rohit Raju. There's the Fresh Prince of Midair, and Trey Miguel's going on to face Rohit for the X Division title. Match is on. Rohit with a waist lock. Runs through, rolls him up here, and Rohit with two hands full of tights, and Rohit steals the victory.
It's not about me. It's about everybody else. The opportunities that I'm going to be giving.
Rohit's confidence getting the better of him. I think this is Rohit's ego getting the better of him. Reversal by, nope, back inside, and now, they hit heads. Madison, did you see that? They clocked heads. Referee's at 8. Wait, Rohit's going back down. It's over. Rohit's going to retain his title.
Brilliant strategy yet again by our X Division champion.
The Mocha Skin Manimal, the X Division champion, Rohit Raju, is here with another opportunity.
Jordan Grace?
Why?
Rohit is clearly not wanting to accept this challenge. And here comes Jordan Grace, and it looks like things are underway. Grace rolls through on Rohit, shoulders down. Did she hit him? She got him! Jordan Grace is X Division champion!
No!
How is the X Division title not on the line?
Good job, Jordan. You got the defeat on Rohit, but you didn't get the X Division title because it wasn't for this.
Daddy, I gotta tell you to come here myself and congratulate you. You want to be out there in the center. You want everybody taking a shot. You want everybody lining you up to take you out because you're so confident. So Bound for Glory, it's going to be you against Willie, against TJ, against Trey Miguel, against Chris Bay, against Jordan Grace in a 6-way scramble. You're the man. Oh, dude. The opportunities you give, kiss you if it wasn't good. Good for you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll be giving it to him. Man, I love this stuff.
Big time X Division Championship match this Saturday night at Bound for Glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 6-person contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from South Central Los Angeles, California, Willie Mack.
Willie Mack, one of 5 challengers for Rohit Raju's X Division Championship. Come Saturday night, it's Willie, Trey, TJP, Chris Bay, and Jordan Grace, all challenging Rohit Raju for the X Division Championship. But these 6 will team up against each other towards Bound for Glory and the X Division Championship this Saturday night. Who will prevail here tonight?
All I really need is one shot. Now they tryna get
opponents. First, from the Bay Area AVA, Chris Bay.
When you look at someone like Chris Bay, here's a former X Division champion. And Chris Bay, while this may be a 6-person tag team match that we're about to witness here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, Chris Bay is all about Chris Bay. Bay is looking to get to Bound for Glory. He's looking to get to this X Division championship scramble. Chris Bay wants to be thinking about himself and the X Division title and Bound for Glory.
His tag team partner from Austin, Texas, Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace, she's the wild card in the 6-person X Division championship scramble at Bound for Glory. Jordan Grace is a former Knockouts champion, but Jordan Grace is stepping into the unknown. She's stepping into a situation that maybe isn't super familiar or comfortable to her. But if Jordan Grace can play her game in Bound for Glory, she may become X Division champion.
From Hyderabad, India, he is the X Division champion, the Texas Hitman, Rohit Raju.
Raju talks about giving opportunities. He claims that he's been giving opportunities to, well, everybody inside the ring. It was Scott D'Amore who disagreed with Rohit and said, you got one more opportunity left in you. You got one more opportunity left to give, and that comes Saturday night in an X Division 6-person scramble. So while Rohit will be on the same team tonight as George Grace and Chris Bay, they'll all be gunning for Rohit come Saturday night. Madison Rain, can he trust his partners here tonight? Can they trust Rohit? Is it all going to get thrown out the window?
I see the wheels falling off of this thing. But look, at the end of the day, Rohit Raju, he's always got a game plan.
What's his game plan going to be here tonight? Endear himself to his tag team partners here this evening?
No, not if he's smart. I'd stay on the outside and right into Bound for Glory as fresh as possible.
Oh, we've seen Rohit take countouts against the likes of Willie Mack, and now come Saturday night, and then remember they had the matchup between TJP, Trey, and Willie, and then Rohit snuck in and defeated Trey Miguel, and then Jordan Grace. She thought she won the X Division championship, and then Rohit said, well, the defeat. The point of everything I'm saying is Rohit is a coward.
He's smart. He's a strategic thinker, and that's why he's X Division champion.
We'll see if Rohit is still X Division champion at the conclusion of Bound for Glory, live this Saturday night on pay-per-view. And TJP off the ropes. Chris Bay got caught there with that Hurricane Rana, and here comes Willie Mack. Of the 6 competitors competing Saturday night, 2 have not captured the X Division championship. That would be Trey Miguel, nice move there by Willie Mack, and of course Jordan Grace. You think she can make history, Madison Rain, this Saturday night and win the X Division championship?
Look, I've been on the receiving end of a lot of blows by Jordan Grace.
Hold that thought. There's a cover by Willie Mack. She's got something to kick out.
A lot of intense slams, but look, I don't see Rohit walking out of Bound for Glory any differently than he walks into Bound for Glory, and that's as X Division champion.
We'll see what happens Saturday night, and Chris Bay's face bounces off the turnbuckle, and here comes TJP. So not a lot of issues between TJP, Willie Mack, and Trey, but they all want to be X Division champion. They all want to hold that prestigious title that's been a cornerstone of Impact Wrestling for a decade. A decade plus, as Chris Bay takes advantage of TJP in the corner, and TJP, that might have been a low blow, courtesy of Chris Bay. The referee was distracted with Rohit, who hasn't stopped talking this entire match. And here comes Jordan Grace for the first time in this match. Jordan Grace, she's a powerhouse.
Yep, good luck, gentlemen.
She's going to need this power and more come Saturday night. And TJP rocked by the former Knockouts champion. Jordan Grace hooks the outside leg and a kick out. TJP sent to the corner, and Grace opts to make the tag to Chris Bay. Well, I mean, look, do you think this is smart? Keep Rohit out, don't tag him, or do you think Rohit should get in there and maybe take a little beating before Bound for Glory?
I don't think Rohit cares. I don't think his feelings were hurt that Jordan Grace didn't tag him. He's fine.
Now he says, go ahead and tag me in. I'm ready. I'll be a team player. And here comes Rohit. Jordan Grace and Chris Pay reluctantly holding TJP for the moment. Rohit taking a lot of time, and TJP counters with a drop kick. Jordan Grace, she's going to fly off the second, comes up empty. TJP rolled in. Here comes Chris Bay. He says, I'll do the work. And TJP, he's got all three of them. Tornado DDT out of the corner. And TJP just took down Rohit, Bay, and Grace. And on the Impact Wrestling roster is Trey Miguel. He's got the heart of a lion.
Yeah, we talked earlier about Eddie Edwards having such a big heart, but I think Trey Miguel's got the biggest heart in this company.
Cover hooks one leg, grapevines the other. And Jordan Grace and Chris Bay break that up in two. And, well, as you called it, Madison Rain, the wheels look like they're coming off quickly. TJP connects. Chris Bay fires back. Here comes Willie Mack, and Willie catches Bay. Who's up next? Here comes Jordan Grace. Spine buster to Willie Mack. Trey looking for the colorful combination, and he connects. And there's Rohit with a flying knee. Rohit always finds himself in the right place at the right time. Chris Bay says, I got the cover. I'm the legal man. And Trey kicks out at two. Little miscommunication there allowed Trey to escape. Chris Bay is legal. Bay, and there was a tag made. Bay connects with that cutter off the second, but then you see Rohit's hand tag Chris Bay's. The referee did.
Brilliant.
Rohit looking to pick up the win and momentum, and now Chris Bay and Rohit's jaw jacket. Oh, well, partners no more. I'll see you Saturday night.
Tensions could not be higher. Nights away from Bound for Glory.
Look at Chris Bay behind Rohit. Bay goes off the second. He catches Rohit with a cutter. Trey into the cover, off of the boot, and Trey's got momentum on his side.
Here are your winners, Willie Mack, TJP, and Trey Miguel.
What's going to happen Saturday night when Rohit puts his X Division Championship on the line against Willie Mack, TJP, Trey Miguel, Jordan Grace, and Chris Bay? It's an X Division 6-person scramble. What will go down live Saturday night at Bound for Glory on pay-per-view? Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because still to come, it's our main event. The North taking on the Good Brothers. But coming up next, Gia Miller sits down with the Impact Wrestling World Champion, Eric Young. Next.
You frighten me sometimes. Because of what you can become. Do you know where you are? I'm in a dream. You're in my dream. I don't like you. I don't care about you. I don't want you in my world. You saw an image. You had a vision. You did not comprehend the message. This world doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us.
As I'm sitting at home, rehabilitating the very guy that tries to change my career, try to ruin my life, becomes the Impact World Champion. I know you care, and I know you got your concerns.
UI, you are one hell of a wrestler, but you're a piece of scumbag that wants to injure guys. Take me out! End my damn career! Me and you.
There's a low blow. Eric Young swings that hockey mask. This pile driver certainly will put the exclamation point on this matchup. He's not done wrapping that steel chair around the ankle of Dreamer.
This ring right here, this ring's my home.
There's Rich Swann. What's Swann doing here?
What is he doing?
Rich Swann, he sends Eric Young packing.
You don't belong here. I don't belong here. You don't belong here, boy.
But what I'm asking you is to let me get back in this ring and fight Eric Young. I'm the only person in this damn company that has pinned Eric Young. That means that I deserve this shot.
Here comes the world-class maniac. And Eric Young just shoved down Scott D'Amore. There goes Rich Swann all over Eric Young.
Rich, you should listen to this too, Eric Young. Rich, get ready. Because October 24th, you should take this piece of out. You can't do that.
Now, from this point on, my conscience will be clear. Everything from this point forward is on you, Scott D'Amore. It's on you, Rich Swann. In the end, this is your choice, Scott.
And he flips over, hooks it. You won the damn match. You won the match. And there's Rich Swann. There's the #1 contender for the World Championship. And Rich catches Eric Young. Are we looking at the next Impact Wrestling World Champion?
Rich Swann has been doing physical therapy.
Rich Swann is ready for glory.
I'm ready to see that. Hey, Eric.
I told you. You're not gonna. You punk.
I want to hear someone tell me Rich Swann quit.
His orthopedic surgeon says Rich Swann will be there and he'll be ready.
Eric Young's got his hands on Scott D'Amore yet again. It's Rich Swann. Frustration boiled over for Rich Swann here tonight, and Eric Young looks like he's seen a ghost.
Eric, 2 weeks ago, you attacked Rich Swann during his physical therapy. 1 week ago, you attacked Scott D'Amore on national television. You've been showing a level of violence that Impact Wrestling has never seen before. With all of this being said, what are your plans for Bound for Glory?
None of this was my plan. This is self-inflicted. I've warned them. I tried to give Rich the easy road. I showed him a path to avoid me. I gave a path to Scott D'Amore to avoid me. Stay out of my business. I've been warning people this over and over and over. The problem is no one seems to be learning. That's the problem. I am not the problem. I did not create this. I set my plan in motion. I started working towards a specific goal, and I set boundaries. People want to break those boundaries. That's fine. But they're going to have to deal with the ramifications of their choices. Just like I've been dealing with the ramifications of my choices my whole career. I've taken control of my life. I've taken control of my career. This was always going to happen one way or the other. Rich Swann learned the hard way. Scott D'Amore learned the hard way. The bodies will continue to pile up if people get in my way. Stick your nose in my business. This is what happens. I don't know why this is so hard to understand. And come Bound for Glory, it's going to be more of the same. Now I'm angry. Now I'm upset. Now I'm vindictive. Now I have purpose. I told you. I warned you. From here on out, my actions are your responsibility. Not to get on. You're supposed to get back.
Welcome back back to Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. We are just 4 nights away from Bound for Glory live exclusively on pay-per-view. And that night, we will see the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Win this match, and you get to face any champion in Impact Wrestling anytime you want.
We'll also see Eddie Edwards take on Ken Shamrock, who will have Sami Callihan in his corner.
The X Division title will be on the line in a 6-way scramble as Rohit Raju takes on Bay, Trey Miguel, Willie Mack, TJP, and Jordan Grace.
And we know Moose versus EC3 will take place at an undisclosed location.
Knockouts Championships on the line, ladies and gentlemen, and the biggest night of the year, Bound for Glory, as Deonna Purrazzo defends her title against Kylie Ray.
Also, the Impact World title is on the line as Rich Swann takes on current champion Eric Young.
And the World Tag Team titles are on the line. It's the North versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, the Good Brothers, and the Motor City Machine Guns. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event on the Go Home Show to Bound for Glory is right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the North.
They were the longest tag team champions in Impact Wrestling history. Ethan Page, all ego, and the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. They would love to get the tag team titles back on the biggest night of the year. They'll only have to defeat the team they're facing tonight, plus the team of Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Oh, and the World Tag Team Champions, the team that beat the North, the Motor City Machine Guns. Tall task this Saturday for all teams involved.
Their opponents from Tokyo, Japan, the Big LT, Doc Gallows, Machine Gun Carl Anderson. They are the Good Brothers.
The Big LG, the boy with the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. They host their very own special Talking Shop Bootleg immediately following Impact here tonight in Madison Rain when the Good Brothers arrive to Impact Wrestling at midnight. The night of Slammiversary back in July, everything changed for this company.
Everything changed. The entire landscape of the tag team division in Impact Wrestling has completely changed since Slammiversary.
The Good Brothers could have gone wherever they wanted. They could have stayed put where they were. But Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows wanted to come here to Impact Wrestling to prove they are the best tag team in the world. They get that chance Saturday night at Bound for Glory, live on pay-per-view, and they look to build momentum here tonight against Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
I would argue they're looking to continue building momentum after we saw the battle of the big men last week and the Big LG standing tall.
The Good Brothers have said the recipe is simple. It's a magic killer, and then it's victory for the team of Anderson and Gallows. So here we go as we get started here in our main event, the final match before Saturday nights.
How's that?
Break the Page in the corner, and we will never find out because Anderson was right there and caught him. And Carl Anderson, the machine gun, trying to take control early of Ethan Page, sends him to the outside. And here comes the Big LG, and this one's breaking down quickly here, folks. The Good Brothers holding the ring against the North. It's our main event. The Good Brothers versus the North, and it continues on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This is our main event on the final Impact before Bound for Glory, live this Saturday night. It is the Good Brothers, the Big LG, Doc Gallows, and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson taking on the walking weapon Josh Alexander and Ethan Page, the North tag made, and here comes Carl Anderson. We've taken our final commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, but don't forget, immediately following Impact, here comes a cover by Anderson, hooks the leg and a kick out. It is Talking Shop, Full Keg, hosted by the Good Brothers. And Madison Rain, you know their brand of entertainment, their brand of comedy. Crack a cold one, folks. You're going to love Talking Shop Full K.
I have a feeling that win or lose, we're going to see the Good Brothers crack a beer before the end of Impact here tonight.
And here comes there's a cover and a kick out. As long as it's a Talking Shop beer.
How many have you had?
Here tonight? Oh, not enough. Here comes the big LG. And Josh Alexander down the north have to get back into this match. This is where you can't let the Good Brothers live. You can't let them make quick tags. You can't let them control the tempo and the pace of the match. And that's what the North did throughout their reign as tag team champions. As we sing the praises of the Good Brothers, there was nobody better for over a year than the North. We're talking about teams like Pentagon and Phoenix. We're talking about teams like LAX. The North ran roughshod over the entire division.
Josh, the North aren't used to having their backs against the walls. They're used to being in the driver's seat, and that's where they're looking to return to at Bound for Glory.
Oh, and Ethan Page, nobody does it better, folks, than Ethan Page and being on the apron and getting involved in matches. And look at what the North are able to do here. Turn things around ever so quickly against the Good Brothers. Anderson's in trouble now, and can he get over and make a tag to the big LG Doc Gallows? How many weeks have we seen these four individuals, Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, the Motor City Machine Guns? We saw them in Victory Road on Impact Plus. They have been battling, it feels like Madison Rain for, well, ever since Slammiversary.
Literally, since Slammiversary, these men, all 8 men, have not had a night off. They haven't had a week off.
And what's going to happen come Saturday night? Who will leave as Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions? The only way to find out is, like the rest of us, be a part of Bound for Glory. And look at the North here in the corner, systematically dissecting Carl Anderson. They're dismantling the machine gun in the corner. And Anderson make a tag, and Alexander. Josh Alexander, while he doesn't do a whole lot of the talking, he leaves that to Ethan Page. The walking weapon lets his moves in the ring do his talking. He is a violent individual.
Have to say much verbally. His actions speak for him when Ethan Page isn't speaking for him.
Good point. Alexander has Anderson in the corner. This is not where Anderson wants to be with the walking weapon. Josh Alexander. Alexander loves that smash mouth, hard nose style. This story's been well told. Josh Alexander thought his wrestling career was over. He broke his neck. He worked so hard. Return to form, to return to what you see here this evening. And you can see the veins in the forearms of Josh Alexander as he's trying to keep Carl Anderson down.
Josh Alexander may be the top for a second. A broken neck this man sustained. And look at him now in the ring. Never wasted movement.
Here's a cover by Ethan Page and a kick out. I mean, look at everything Alexander just did to Carl Anderson. He wore him down. He turned this match around. Ethan Page had something to do with that on the outside, but this is why the North are so dangerous, and this is why they could leave as tag team champions second time in their career come Saturday. You've got the Motor City Machine Guns. They're back. You've got Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. I would say they have the least experience as a team. They've made up a lot of ground on their opponents. Then you've got the Good Brothers, everything they did in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and now here in Impact. Madison Rain, this match, it may be too hard to call unless you have a prediction for Saturday.
I think that each team has a proverbial ace up their sleeve, but this match, this night, this main event is extremely important for these two tag teams to put a final exclamation point on their momentum going into Bound for Glory.
Yeah, this is a very important main event, a very important night for both of these teams. They want to get back home. They want to lick their wounds and get ready for Saturday night and, jump on the phone, talk about, hey, what worked on Tuesday, what didn't work on Tuesday. And, well, quite frankly, the Good Brothers also are going to have about 4,000 Talking Shop beers before Saturday night. Let's not get it twisted.
We've got to wonder if having the night off for the Motor City Machine Guns and Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, does it behoove them to have the night off and not have to beat their bodies up this close to Bound for Glory?
It's a great question. You never know where your body's at. As position you're in. You want to be humming heading into Saturday night, but the tag team champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, they're watching this match with smiles on their faces because these four men are leaving it all in the ring here tonight. And Alexander sidesteps Spine Buster, courtesy of the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, who needs to make a tag to the Big LG. Anderson slowly turning and now makes the tag, as does Ethan Page. Big LG legal. And look at LG firing away on all cylinders. There's an uppercut. Ethan Page in the corner. Here comes Doc Gallows. Look at the big man move. Big boot there. He beat Madman Fulton in a one-on-one match last week. And the Big LG is rolling right now. Here we go. Magic Killer. Magic Killer coming. Here we go. Alexander throws it off. And the North realized what was happening there. And it's a melee. It's Bedlam and Chaos. All four of these men.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed this match has been ruled a no contest.
The referee realized that he had lost complete control. Left the ring, went out and told our ring announcer it's a no contest. I'm sure these four men heard that announcement. They could care less. There's Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Ace and Fulton. Everybody trying to get the jump on Saturday night on the World Tag Team titles. And here come the Motor City Machine Guns. Sabin and Shelley want in on this.
At this rate, none of these men are heading into Bound for Glory at 100%, Josh.
They are wanting to rip each other apart. Grab momentum. Anderson sends Page for the ride. This is what we're in store for, folks. This is Bound for Glory. Come early. Gallows in the clothesline send Fulton to the floor. And now you've got the Good Brothers and the Motor City Machine Guns. They've been trash talking for weeks. These four in the ring.
We're square. We're square. Hey, we're Good Brothers. Thank you. We're Good Brothers.
Handshakes and look at this. Anderson offered up the handshake and then a quick gun stun to Alex Shelley. Chris Sabin now trying to fight off both Good Brothers. And here we go. Sabin all on his own. Magic Killer.
Hit the music.
Each of these four teams has had momentum on their side at some point. Anything can happen Saturday night at Bound for Glory.
Which team will reign supreme? Which team will lead Bound for Glory? The biggest night of the year as Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. The trash talking continues. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the verge of history. Come Saturday night, the biggest night of the year. It's Bound for Glory, live on pay-per-view.
I've been a part of so many Bound for Glories. I cannot wait for Saturday night.
It all goes down live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight. We will see you Saturday night on pay-per-view. It's Bound for Glory.